Reaching for the stars, connecting to the future with NASA and Hollywood. Of astronauts, filmmakers, video, and cloud that ignite our imagination about the future in vast areas of science and storytelling, the foundation for the future of space commerce. And an incredible gathering of scientists, astronauts, technologists, and storytellers. We must also offer a special thanks to the military and government conference as they enable, as the saying goes, what goes up must come down. What goes up must come down, except when what goes up goes into outer space. In space. Carolyn, come tell us what to expect.
Good morning. For the next hour, this panel will look at how NASA and Hollywood use advanced technology by demonstrating for the first time ever a live public 4K broadcast from the International Space Station. And to Sam Blackman, CEO and co-founder of AWS Elemental, for this segment of the session, and then we'll continue with our panelists.
Who's excited? First live 4K transmission from space ever. Let's get right to it. Coming. We should hear it in the room very shortly. Okay. "11 seconds.
By the time we finish talking, we'll be over Central Africa.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Before we learn more about NASA's use of Live 4K, you recently set the record for the most days in space by an American astronaut. Congratulations. What inspired you to become an astronaut?
For me, it was definitely the right stuff. As a test pilot who, Edwards was my second home. You know the start where he's like flying through the clouds and he's talking about there's a demon that lives on the mater. And then the plane crashes, it explodes, it goes to color. That's just so awesome. And then also Spaceballs, because we're basically flying at ludicrous speed right now.
Yeah, okay. Amazing. All right. We could watch that microphone spin for a long time. Understand the role video plays in your space work.
Well, when we're traveling at 17,500 miles an hour, there's a lot of data going by, even just looking at the Earth below it. We're in different places each time we pass over a particular area, and so it is amazing amount of data. They're also capturing a lot of data for the scientific experiments. Many different types of experiments. and lots of studies looking at different physical properties. So it's very exciting, and being able to capture a lot of data is very important from us scientifically.
In terms of scientific research that you couldn't do before?
To capture different science for some of our experiments. So there's a lot of science both on the station. Even more importantly is the inspirational aspect, because actually make you feel like you're there. I mean, if you look really close, you can probably see into my pores right now. But everybody wants to see the Earth from this vantage point and inspire them to push beyond just living on Earth.
Absolutely, yes. All right, so the moment I've been waiting for. Can you show us some experiments in space in live 4K?
We're going to play ping pong.
Wow.
And we're going to move up close, so we'll get our focus up here a little closer so you can see it in more detail.
Wow. Amazing.
So I have a very thin film of water here. Okay, so I've got a little bit of water and a little bit of food coloring. We're going to add to it.
One more, right?
Wow.
Oh, that's great. Come back.
It's amazing. Peggy, Jack, I don't know if you can hear the ooze. will take you next? Say maybe Mars?
Actually, I think advanced technologies are going to be required to go to Mars, and especially advanced imaging. Obviously, it's important to us to better understand where we're headed. It minimizes the risks if we better understand that in advance. And so all the studies, all the imaging studies from different rovers and missions that we send to Mars before we actually arrive are going to be critical to a lot of the decision process that will occur. You control it. Get it in focus.
Just so fascinating. Okay. Well, Commander Whitson, Colonel Fisher, this has been one of the most remarkable exchanges I have ever had. Your insights are fascinating and inspiring. Thank you so much for taking the time to share them with us and the entire NAB audience and thousands online. Congratulations on all your accomplishments, and we look forward to a lot of live 4K UHD from the space station for years to come. Thank you. Wow. Think about the technology.
This is Houston ACO.
The technology.
This is Houston ACO.
The technology.
This is Houston ACO.
Wow. Think about the technology.
This is Houston ACO.
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 The technology.
This is Houston ACO. That concludes the event. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
One
you.
more round of applause.
Thank you to all of the